Welcome to episode 131 with Kyle Merrill, and it is fueled by Mystic Mocha. So, oh my God, it's excellent to have you back, Mr. Kyle Merrill.
It's great to be back, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh man, you're welcome. Seeing you, we're friends on Facebook, and you know that I and Jason, a lot of us here are very fond of Brothers Gal, and you know the fanhood, the legacy, you could say.
Sure.
And it sounds like things have changed. It looks like things have changed a little bit in your world.
Things have changed. So Brothers Gal is no more, sadly, but also, you know, time for new things, which is good. And I've been doing this solo act where I live loop everything.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
And also joined up with the band Groove Session, which I'm super excited about. And the keyboard player for Brothers Gao, Alex Mello, has joined up with them as well. So
exciting.
It's two brothers, Manny and Ronnie Sanchez on the drums and bass.
How ironic.
Right?
The name of the band is Brothers Gau's, and you and your keyboard player are bringing the brothers' linguistic value to actual two brothers.
Yeah. That was the thing. It was like, who are brothers in your band for Brothers Gao forever? And none of us were.
It's fantastic.
So it's like, well, none of us. And now we're actually joining a band that
precisely. I think
really
it's great.
has brothers.
You could invent mantras. Do you guys have any sort of plans or music or things on deck as far as recording or gigs?
We do. We have a bunch of gigs. We just posted them from the Groove Session and from the Brothers Gao Facebook. And because I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but we're hitting Arizona in the end of March.
So you're getting back into touring mode.
Yeah.
And that's you're very comfortable. I was paying compliments earlier, ladies and gentlemen, to Kyle Merrill. He's got a lot of experience touring our country in a fantastic vessel called
Mariah.
And
For sale.
And Mariah is for sale. So, I live vicariously through you, Kyle, in that perspective, because, the boys here and I, Dusty, Jason included, we get the pleasure to speak with some of y'all that travel.
Yeah.
And what a rich experience you have. I don't do that. I've done that once, and it was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
And when I think about you, I try to apply this independent thinking kind of thing, and it's just me being hypothetical about like what would Kyle be doing on the road right now, because I'm sure the days are long,
probably,
and the nights are long.
Gear. That's the hard thing, right? Like at the level that we're at, it's like when you're doing everything, it's you're the driver, you're the roadie, you're loading, you're setting up, you're doing sound, like running the in-ear monitors, all that stuff.
Is there anything a little easy about the Quest, as far as maybe some gear support?
The easy thing about the Quest is that you're doing what you love, right?
Let me get some skin right there, baby. Good remarks.
Yeah.
You're obviously a positive thinker and a lover of life.
Absolutely.
Yes, welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Another shaman of happiness right here before you. You like all the extra verbiage and fun that we have these days?
I love that, yeah.
Hey, man, I'm really trying to tap into it myself.
I'm going to drop my totems.
Yes. But
Careful.
Yeah, be careful. Oh my God, am I making noises, gentlemen? Speaking of the technical crew of the cast here in Theory Thursday, Alex Eubank and Chris P. What a fantastic dynamic duo they are.
Which one's Batman, which one's Robin? That's what
Yep, we're wondering that as too. If you have any opinions,
Robin.
let's get rid of that light. If you guys have any question or opinions about that statement from Mr. Thomas, write in the comments. Say, I think Alex should be Batman. Oh, I think Chris P should be. Wow, that's a Batman. A very handsome-looking guy right there. So no, I think it'd be fun.
Wayne.
Stimulate the comment thread, but with that particular comment. Now back to you, Mr. Merrill. This guitar, man, the guitar's sexy. Alex had the flame and the color.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. And that is seen how many states of our beloved country?
Oh gosh. So many. I can't even count. Like
almost all 50?
I'd say probably a good at least 30. Because we did
So
a big
cool,
we did a
dude.
big East Coast tour. We took Mariah all the way to the East Coast. That was the crazy thing. So the logistics of that, our booking agents were very proud of. So we drove all the way out, toured all the way out to the East Coast, and then parked our bus at a storage lot in Minnesota.
Wow.
Flew home to chill for like a month because we had been out for like a month and a half. Flew home to chill, and then flew back to the bus to continue to the East Coast and then tour our way home.
Nice.
So we split up that,
How are the instruments, the guitars and the gear?
They were fine. They handle it. And
They
it's
handle
just-
it. Was this bad boy?
It was. It was in the trailer the whole time in Minnesota. It was the summer. So.
Do you have to do your truss rod wrenching?
I never do that stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I'd probably mess it up. But this thing's set up so well.
And you've had the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Paul Reed Smith here at a fantastic store here in San Diego, California, ladies and gentlemen. Pitbull Audio.
Yeah.
They house the best clinics from the pros, people like Paul Reed Smith. And you went to that clinic.
Yeah.
And what happened?
It was a funny story. So I was going in to check out this Strymon Iridium pedal.
Ooh, okay. Which pedal is that? What do we got going on here?
It's this one here.
And this pedal is a cabinet simulator. Which one again?
This one.
There we go. And I'm a fan of Strymon too. I really love their product. And this is a cabinet simulator pedal.
Yep. So for my solo act, no amplifiers because it doesn't work that way. So I have to emulate a cabinet, otherwise it just doesn't sound good.
Which cabinet have you chosen?
I've chosen the Fender Reverb. That's just kind of the go-to. But it also has like 3 Fenders. It has 2 Vox, 1 Mesa, 3 Marshalls.
And the Mesa would be a 412 selection or like a 112?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure you have a variety.
So, yeah, you
112s, 112 open back, 412, 412 open back.
You have all kinds of, yep.
210.
And then if I click it into the Marshall, it gets pretty crunchy.
Ooh, would you like to show our audience how this can sound?
Yeah, let's have a demo.
Okay.
Let's do a nice little Strymon Iridium demo, exclusive here on Theory Thursday.
Okay, so you want me to...
He'll stand up, right?
Do you want to stand up?
Yeah.
You're gonna do your thing, right?
Am I gonna do
You're gonna do your solo
a whole
thing
looping
right
thing?
Yeah.
Oh. Should I talk about that first?
No, I wanted to show the audience the Strymon Iridium, the few different cab sims, like just whack a few chords, show a few tones of this pedal. That's where I was setting us up for. But feel free to do.
Okay. So maybe a nice thing to do would be to kind of A and B it on or off, and especially with the distortion, with the gain pedal. Like if you're going direct into a soundboard, I just turned it off now. With the distortion pedal, it sounds like a bunch of rats are like clawing their way through. Right? I mean, it sounds okay, but kick this bad boy on. Sounds more like an amp.
Wow.
Off, it's like...
It's real boxy. That gives it that dimension.
Yeah.
Scoops it.
That's the Fender, and then we'll throw it down to the Marshall. That's pretty clean, but let's turn up the drive. We'll turn down the volume as we turn up the drive.
I think the people at Strymon might be a little bit pleased with this. Wow, this
is a Marshall.
Yeah, baby. Great.
That's pretty cool. I should do that more often because that sounds pretty cool.
Have you been
figuring things out at Theory Thursday?
Yeah, it's I'm still working with this thing because it's relatively new in my setup, and as you know, we're constantly tweaking.
Well, I know that you're a pedal junkie. You're
Sure.
very scientific about your tone, along with your skills and your chops. Is this something you came about by like being on the Strymon email list, or did a friend tell you about this, or did the people at Strymon say, "Hey, Kyle"? Because I know you have a relationship with Strymon.
Yeah, it kind of worked out really well because it was like, I'm doing my solo thing. I need an amp simulator, and then all of a sudden I started seeing Strymon Iridium amp and cab simulator. Like that's their brand new pedal, and I was like,
"You're like cha-ching."
That is just
you're like, how serendipitous.
It's meant to be, right? And then even more so, I go to Pitbull Audio to try this thing out. I have my guitar, I have all my pedals. So it's like, I got to do it legit how it's going to sound. So I bring my guitar, bring my pedals. I'm trying it out, and I have no idea about this. And Paul Reed Smith walks into the store, and I was like, wow. And so I start playing, and I'm like holding my guitar out, like, can you see? Can you see?
Was he intrigued with that particular model?
He was, and then he came over, and what he did say was, looks like your guitar needs some work. You should send it in to me. I was like, well, the thing about this guitar is that it's played in 30, 40 states, and you know, like, and he was like, I love that. I love that. That's what they're meant to do. You know, they're not meant to sit on a wall in somebody's house. You know, they're meant to go play. And so
Well,
he was cool with that.
They're tools that need to be used.
Yeah, but
and we might want to get a shot of this. He signed it.
Oh, dude, let's get a
headstock.
nice look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Reed Smith's
To Kyle.
signature to Kyle. That is something. What a great thing to share on our show, Kyle. Thank you very much for that.
Totally, yeah, just
That's
totally
so
out
cool.
of the blue. It was so funny. Like his
You know,
publicist said you should go buy a lottery ticket because she was like, "You really didn't know he was coming?" I was like, "No." She was like, "You should go buy a lottery ticket."
you seem to precede that kind of karma, my friend. You know, you have a very good nature. Yeah, and you make people feel good.
Yeah,
You know,
that's,
and what
that's
happens?
What it's all about.
Great things happen to you because of that. It's like a rehearsed nature. It's something you do. You're like, wow, that's a byproduct. You're like, no, it's not a byproduct. You're affecting the world in a much greater manner, my friend. You know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Absolutely. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And for someone like Paul Reed here in San Diego, and in National City, it's kind of off the beat.
Yeah.
You know,
he's like Baltimore. I think is like where they're all based. So it was crazy.
That's a big deal, my brother.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. Yeah.
And then of course, I bought the pedal. So
But I did want to say, if you had to call Paul Reed Smith and say hello, you remember me? And here it is expensive to send your guitar there because I've experienced that with Gibson.
Yep.
And Gibson did a fantastic job taking care of me.
nice.
But that might be, like, I don't know. This is a superstitious scenario for you. You probably don't want to do that.
I kind of do. It's just it's a matter of my guitar's gonna be gone for who knows how much time. It's a money thing, and
That's like,
I need this.
You need it. I know. It's like, hey, like
there's a lot of great shops here in town
Well,
that can take care of it.
Yeah, I thought you said chops, and I was about to say, speaking of chops, let's do another song.
Sure.
But I think Jason Thomas here, my esteemed crazy co-host over here, this guy had a great idea about maybe you just kind of taking the lead or something. What was it, man?
Yeah, I want to see him do the demo for the whole thing. Like, let us know how you do
Okay.
it and all that.
Sure.
Take us through the
Okay.
steps.
All right. So my solo act here. Oh, I'll switch this pedal, turn it into a bass guitar.
Nice.
So I'm basically doing all the instruments myself, and I'll stand up. Well, I'll talk about it and then I'll stand up. So we're running everything through this loop pedal here. I've got drums. And then I could turn my guitar into a bass with this pedal.
Oh my lord. That's the Pog, Jason.
Yeah.
Yep, the Pog, it tracks really well. This Pog here. So we're just doing the
That's
sub
always what
octave.
I'm on the hunt for, is one that tracks. The Pog, that sounds pretty, and you have it just set to sub octave, right?
Yeah.
What you're saying?
Yep, turn down the dry, turn down the octave up. And then I'll just transition to playing a song.
All right.
So I'm
That
gonna
would be
take
great.
I'm gonna take my lav off so
You're
I
good.
can stand up.
Man, you got a lot of great looking pedals down here, buddy.
Thank you.
I'm looking at 4 Strymon pedals, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Blue Sky, the Timeline, the Mobius, and now the Iridium.
The Iridium, baby. That was me, apparently.
That was you.
So that is a feature of this thing. It's got like, this thing has this.
Uh-oh, what's going on there? A little mute group. Oh, is that? Oh, that's like a light sensitive photo theremin.
Yep.
Fix that.
Fix the gut cam.
We're not gonna be. We're gonna edit all this stuff out.
Sure.
I think he has a mute group scenario, Chris.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna sing.
Hey. I actually don't hear this. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Just if you say the magic words of yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll do the Who. That's kind of that's like my heater. That's my banger. That's my set closer.
All right. Cool.
Does he need to just destroy the drum kit? Because I don't want him to do that.
What? I'd say wait. And
Remember
then
that
I'll
video?
kick you guys in.
Dude, do you have access to that video?
The one where the guy...
Where you destroy the drum set?
Oh, I see what you're
Oh.
saying.
Does he have lights on?
Oh, you
Lights on?
mean
Okay.
my time at the bar?
Pumpernickel blood squash.
Yes, I have
You guys
access
let
to
me
that.
know.
Yes.
Go ahead and start.
Good. So I have to make sure I'm counting in my head because it all falls on the very first loop that I do. It has to be not perfect, but it has to be in time. Knock myself out of tune. Don't cry, don't raise your eye. It's only teenage wasteland. Sally, take my hand. Travel some crosslands. Put out the fire. Don't look past my shoulder. The exodus is here. Happy ones are near. Let's get together before we get much older. Teenage wasteland. It's only teenage wasteland. Teenage wasteland. It's only teenage wasteland. Wasted. Yeah. So that's the idea. It's really fun too, because I'll kind of get it down to this, right? Like we're rocking out right here. It's a lot of tap dancing. Rocking out right here. And then I'll kind of bring it down. We'll build a new kind of feel with the drums. the bass line. And then we have like a whole new playground here. Jam out with this for a while, and then we'll just bring it all back home. And then we're back to where we were. Man, I can mess with people like this.
Dancing and grooving. Oh my God! So you're like a guitar J.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
you're total taking like DJ elements into the guitar riffing world and using looping, messing with the covers, putting in your funk not alliteration, but I mean, I guess in some way.
Funkers.
Yeah, you know.
Articulation.
I try to use the grammar metaphors when we're talking about guitar and second guitar parts and excellent job, Mr. Kyle Merrill, extraordinaire. Hey, dude, what a great loop!
Yeah.
I think the drums sound great on this thing.
Oh,
This
thank
is
you.
what machine are you?
I'm using the Roland Hansonic 15. It's a little bit of an older one of the models. They have a brand new one that like you can import your own sounds, which is
Which
is nice,
There's
but-
outs for like bass drum out. There's
yes,
you
there's
can
triggers.
customize.
You can yeah. There's a
So Dusty could if he wanted to use this and incorporate it, he could
You've
have.
got probably a hi-hat and a foot pedal,
exactly.
and
It's,
then you just hit with your hands, right?
yep. It's
Yeah.
a hi-hat and a kick. Yep.
Yeah, right.
So
I
back
would
to
love
excellent job. Very happy. I'm in a great mood. Hey, check into the comments and let me know how you're feeling. Are you happy? Are you feeling ecstatic? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling fulfilled? Or, you know, if there's more melancholy sensations, write those too. But
I
I
have
would
a
like
melancholy sensation
Yeah.
about when I was doing my drums and setting my stuff.
I know, I was
hit
noticing.
this over here and it knocked me all out of tune.
Sorry.
My big moment
Big
when
moment.
I come in with the cortisol.
You know,
So-
if it's
Almost
any
brown out.
if it's any consolation, Mr. Merrill, I have experienced a lot of that.
You know what? That's what's beautiful about live music. That's what we love about it.
You know, I did want to suggest maybe we can bring your
Drums
drum
a little
out,
further.
out like an inch, and then
Yeah.
at that point, hey, you can extend this. You
Okay.
can bring this out this way.
That works. Let's do that. We'll do that for next time.
Okay. And then at that point, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the fun part of the show. This is where I get to talk about a few important things. Now, we have a new segment and something to keep you engaged and watching our show. What it means, we have a secret word, and my esteemed co-host, Mr. Jason Thomas, he will tell you the secret word in a moment. And I want to tell you why, what it's worth. You're going to win prizes. You're going to win gifts. And what I have for you is this totally rad Mad Hatter Guitar Products t-shirt. You will be the proud winner of this t-shirt when you recite the magic word at the end of this episode. Private message myself or Jason Thomas to receive your free gift. And Jason Thomas, what is the magic word?
Credenza. But also would say say it at the end and then we'll
Was that an okay bit? Alex, how do you feel about that?
It made me laugh.
Ask me after you're done taping.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this requires your direction a little bit.
It does. It's beautiful.
Okay, I have one more. I'm gonna talk about our.
Do it.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Okay, the next item up for bids that I am so stoked on because it's birthday week. It's not birthday or birthday month, it's birthday week. And the birthday week means is that Purple Plectrum has sent me a couple new picks. And they, unfortunately, these are not available for the public. These are just made for me. This is a delicious new 8mm by 31 Rouge model with a couple inserts in it in a different color sequence. I'm very happy and proud to play this. More importantly, I have given a basic Rouge model to our guest, and you know who our guest is. How do you feel about this pick?
You know what? So at first glance, I was like, way too thick. For me, just my personal, just because I don't like thick picks, right? Like, here's the two picks comparison.
Yeah, and you're using the more classic plectrums.
Yeah, but you know what? I played with it and I really like it, and I think it rocks especially for this hard rockin' song that I want to play with you guys.
Rad! I'm really happy to hear that, dude. That's cool.
Yeah.
So let's take it away, my brother.
Belongs to them. Washington, he sent his troops away. Act of deception, the British thought they'd stay. They headed south, Old Dominion in sight. Crept up on Yorktown on a cold October night. George broke the first ground, the act was underway. Relentless cannon fire, great solid days, yeah! Oh, yeah! Neither seen nor heard. Ready to strike. Hamilton gives the word, yeah. The British generals were caught off guard. Reinforcements were much too far. No escape by land or by sea. Oh Lord, what will become of me? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Well, that was fresh and exciting.
Yeah, this thing.
You liking that thing?
Yeah.
Good. Cheers, little.
It slaps.
Because of the animal.
It slaps.
Yeah.
What does that sound?
Slaps. Whoop.
He's got a
That's
wind
my
chime.
little. That probably happened a few times during the jam.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
So that whole
It's got a
segment,
phototheremin on it, huh?
I was so.
that whole
this-
segment was 23 minutes. I've been timing our last segment.
Yeah.
This might be funny.
We're 15 minutes rolling on this.
So cool. We're pretty much done. We can do like a conclusion, and then one more jam, and we're done.
I was doing this with a.
Yeah, we did 3 jams.
We haven't done it yet.
Oh, by the way, a little thank you, little shout out to our new Patreon.
Gotta put your labs back on.
Little shout out to Anita and Deborah, our new Patreon subscribers.
Do you want to start or do you want to start?
I haven't started.
Oh,
You want me to say hello? Thanks.
Yeah.
What happened?
I want to headbutt this.
Oh,
Yeah! This guy's an animal, I told you guys. Sit
Ooh.
down, sit down, we're done. We're done tearing up the
down.
place.
Okay.
you guys ever seen
Right?
Real Genius?
No, never.
You guys
Never
got
heard of it.
another jam?
I mean, we did 3 already, right? Isn't that easy? What you
Well,
said?
surprisingly, Jason, some of the
I've seen it. Kent. This is God.
Stop playing with yourself, Ken.
Yeah, stop playing.
We're gonna just do the sponsor us bit. No begging. We don't beg.
Go back.
We just respectfully ask them to give us all their money.
Give us all your money.
All right, my thing is on.
Here.
All I want to do is
Give me all your
take
money.
the money.
Joe Piscopo and the Episcopalians would like to thank you and your mother for sucking.
Yeah, I love it.
Great.
Cut.
Or how about like, you know, like you remember summer school? You remember the nerd? He's like, watch your fucking language, and then he's like, damn it, damn it. He's feeling all rebellious.
All right, we're running out of tape. Let's get this done. You're gonna lead us back in. You're gonna. I think that you should.
All right, what's her names? Anita and
And then let him-
Juanita Broderick. What's her name?
Juanita
Juanita.
Broadlick.
Keeping it Brockmeyer, AJ.
Keeping it Brockmeyer. 2 balls, no strikes.
Out here on a
I want
peaceful
to
sunny
talk
day.
about the actually give like a couple of my dates.
We're gonna
At some point.
toss
Okay,
it
perfect.
Just like right here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Plug your
Anita and who
websites
else?
Too and such.
One,
Okay.
It's Anita and Deborah. Just say a quick hello. They probably would feel happy to hear it from you. They don't need to. They see me on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
I want you to address them.
Cool.
We start with Jay.
I need to primp and fluff my
Yeah, I
hair.
think we start with Jay and then pass it off to like on that
Wardrobe.
top. There's Mike.
I'm gonna put that
Right,
put that tongue on my sack. You want to ream your mouth with a fucking baby tongue? Wait.
What? Are we still talking about anal clits?
I wear a fox coats while
I'm gonna
having
do this, okay? We're
ladyboy
still
sex.
rolling, right? Are we rolling?
Let's get to this.
I once wore a fox jacket
Are
having
we
sex
rolling?
with a ladyboy.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, hold on. Thank you guys again for watching. We really appreciate it. And also want to remind everybody to please sign up to be one of our Patreon patrons. We got a couple new ones this week, and their names are Anita and Deborah. Thank you very much, and thank you for your support. And we thank everybody for watching. You can help us out by liking and subscribing and sharing our show on YouTube. Also, want to hit up theorythursday.com, see what we got going on. We got strings, we got all kinds of stuff. Also, MrGuitarLessons.com with this gentleman over here, Mr. Mike. You got anything else to say before we move on?
Well, other than thanking Kyle
Oh, yeah.
coming in here, because you have a very busy schedule, spending
Thank you
your
for
time.
having me, man.
It's our pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, it's
I
great
think this
being
is number 3 now.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. This is
Third time's a charm.
Third time is. Third time was fantastic.
You know, and
We
it
got some
is.
sponsors too, right?
We do have some sponsors, but you know, some of the reasons because we have elevated the show and trying to give you a much better performance, and that has to do
Been
with
great.
our Patreon growing
People support
like fungus. But yeah, you know,
Like a mind worm just sitting in there, growing.
the boys here wanted to give you something. I think, you know, I follow you. I know what kind of guitar stuff you play. I think you like 10 gauge.
Absolutely.
There's some 9s. Have a set of Theory Thursday strings,
Right
buddy.
on. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
These, when you gave these to me last time, they lasted for the amount of time that I would expect, which is like 2 shows for me. But that's on any string.
Well, good, good.
I don't think I have corrosive sweat or something.
We're happy to oblige.
But
Very
that was
proud
great.
American handmade boutique string here in Colorado, California.
Colorado, California, of course. Why not? In
Thank you.
Lovely Colorado, Mr. Kurt Mangan delivers the goods.
Great.
Just like the Willy Wonka candy bar, every random 105th or 106th set has a golden ticket with Jason Thomas's phone number on
I
it.
want the golden ticket.
And Purple Plectrum, making us wonderful artesian, great shredding hand relaxing picks.
Plectrums.
Great shredding hand relaxing picks. I like that.
Works. Set it up.
And Mad Hatter Guitar Products.
Mr. Ed, electric
They
Ed.
are. It seems like you are enjoying Mad Hatter's
Absolutely.
cables this evening.
I am. Yep. This solo setup requires a whole lot of cables.
You do. You have a couple pedals. You're using the Boss loop station. You're
Yep.
also using your plethora of Strymon pedals, also mixed in with a few other goodies.
Yeah.
What's your secret sauce pedal before we end our episode?
Got to be the Little Green Wonder.
The Little Green Wonder.
That's my
Give our audience a
that's my
demonstration.
overdrive. It's the Little Green Wonder with the Paul Reed Smith clicked into the bridge position pickup.
Ah.
Maybe a little bit of the Strymon timeline, and you've got.
Would you say...
And that's no amp. That's from the Iridium.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. As a burger lover,
Sure.
that is a nice tone. Would you say that is like more of a Thousand Island sauce from In-N-Out, or is that like a Shack sauce from Shake Shack?
This is a tasty burger.
It is.
How's it taste? It's In-N-Out Thousand Island.
Yeah, man. Liking that. Liking that. I can hear
No, they don't call it Thousand Island. They get mad at you.
Now
It's
I know.
Spread.
Red.
You're going to call it spread.
I actually made a homemade spread the other night. My wife and I, we tried the
What kind of pickles?
fake burgers.
Oh,
You know what?
Phil.
That was the bad part. We didn't do a relish.
Beyond.
But I did. Yeah, it was like a Trader Joe's has their own.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
something, but
Those are
it's
okay.
good.
Those
You know,
are
it's
good.
not
It's a
not
good
bad.
segment.
And
It's a good segment.
we're talking about burgers. Yeah, it was like ketchup, sour cream, a
Okay.
little bit of mustard, a little bit of Worcester.
How long did it take to
Grilled onion.
move over to those?
There you go.
Oh, I'm
You didn't
nice.
like that?
Nice. I see what you did.
You
know,
don't have
we're
to
s-
answer that.
We're slowly moving.
We're slowly moving over to this too. But yes, we are done. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's episode with Kyle Merrill, episode 131, bringing it to you every week, working real hard, using our wit and our fantastic time and motivation to keep you well adjusted. Well informed.
Adjusted.
Speaking
Well,
of well informed, can
That's
I
what was
tell
gonna
the
say.
folks
Please,
where I'm playing?
Let us know what's going on with you, how they can get a hold of you.
Right on.
Also, yeah,
That's where we're
websites and
proceeding.
all that stuff.
Sure. I'm playing with Groove Session now. That's my new full band. You can find us on Facebook. Just look up Groove Session, one word. We've got a big old tour listed on there. I guess I'll just list a couple local shows. We've got the Holding Company in Ocean Beach on April 3rd.
Fun place.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's going to be awesome. Shit, I need to get the people's names
To who?
that are playing with me because I don't have them. So can we? Shit, sorry.
You know, honestly, Kyle, this is another example of why he is such a fantastic individual. He's very concerned with other people all the time. Kyle, honestly, if it's any consolation, this episode is all about you, and it is okay that our audience only hears about your dates.
Well, it's so okay. Here we go. So we're at the holding company April 3rd in Ocean Beach, and we've got Ria Maciaris and Tequila, a play on the word tequila, playing with us, our good friends. And other than that, you know, we're going out to Arizona, we're going up to Reno, Tahoe, San Francisco.
How fun.
Yeah.
I imagine you have places that you like to visit every time, like places you like to stop and have a bite, or places that you like to maybe say hello to somebody. I'm sure you have rapport with so many people around. That's so cool, dude.
Yeah,
See, those are the kinds of things.
You get to see a lot of family and friends, and people put you up in their house, and
maybe try to buy a credenza too.
Sure, a credenza.
Yes.
And I just want to plug my my solo act. I have an Instagram. It's Kyle Merrill Music. That's my Instagram. I kind of post all my shows and
I follow you.
pics.
And pics.
I haven't been posting very much to the
No,
Insta, but I'm trying to be better about it.
You know, Instagram is very powerful. I'm trying to use we are trying to use the Instagram TV. That's a very fantastic feature.
Yep.
Because that enables us to go as long as period. And I was actually going to kind of have a talk with the guys instead of maybe move our Facebook platform over to Instagram TV.
Why not?
But
both?
anyway, Kyle, I love you, buddy.
Love you too, man.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
It's always awesome.
We're gonna.
It's always fun jams.
We do have stuff going on next week. I believe it's is it Jimmy Patton? No, it's Johnny Tarr. Johnny Tarr comes in next week.
And we get to talk about our show.
Yeah. It's birthday week. It's I celebrated. I'm celebrating my birthday this week, and it's very nice to have you be a part of it.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. We got things going on. Fusebox. So our band just came out with a really cool video where his daughter is in it. His daughter makes a sneak preview guest appearance.
Cameo.
And we're also playing this week. So for all you Fusebox fans out there, we're playing at Bar Pink tomorrow night. You're invited to the birthday party. I know that it doesn't transpire to the dateline and the timeline, but hey, man, we're
constantly time traveling.
We're constantly time traveling and merging with other timelines, and elevate your consciousness. Keep that frequency high, but practice it daily. Remember, here at Theory Thursday, this is right.
No theory goes unpunished.
That's right, baby. No theory. I like that.
Nice.
No theory goes unpunished.
Right.
Sort of.
What are we going to get into?
We're going to get into some madness, Mr. Thomas.
Madness. Let's hear some madness there, Kyle.
Okay.
Let's get some madness going.
one more for the big leagues, baby.
One more for the big leagues. Oh, shit.
Would you like me to top you off?
How about a little bit of this?
song by the river sour.
What a show, guys!
Nice.
What a show! That was so fun. I
Break it at the
love
end.
my major chords, man.
Perfect.
I love-